high above the North Sea, where the clouds hung low like walls of cold steel. Flight Lieutenant Rowan Hale felt the first tremor of danger ripple through his cockpit. His RAF Lightning sliced through the gray morning air, but something was wrong. The radar blip trailing him wasn't behaving like any friendly he'd ever seen. It shadowed him, matched him, hunted him, and in that suspended moment between breath and heartbeat, Rowan realized he wasn't alone in the sky. A USAF Delta Dart was closing in, fast, as if trying to drag him into a confrontation neither nation had officially sanctioned. Pride, fear, and duty collided inside him, tightening his grip on the throttle until his knuckles whitened. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Rowan wasn't a man easily shaken, but today his thoughts felt heavier than the aircraft beneath him. He'd grown up believing the sky was a sanctuary, a place where clarity ruled and politics couldn't reach. Yet here he was, suspended above frigid waters, wondering if this standoff would spark something far larger than two pilots with bruised egos. Below him, the North Sea churned in restless waves, as if echoing the turmoil inside his chest. And in the Delta Dart cockpit, Captain Marcus Reed felt that same unease. He wasn't chasing the Lightning to provoke war. He was chasing a question, one that gnawed at him ever since intelligence hinted that the RAF pilot had strayed too close to American naval operations. Dart for a few tense minutes. They danced through the sky, neither firing, neither fleeing, both bound by rules designed to keep peace, yet tempted by instincts forged from years of survival training. Rowan felt anger burn inside him, not at Marcus, but at the absurdity of two men risking everything over signals and suspicion. Marcus felt something different. Doubt. What if the intel was wrong? What if Rowan was innocent? Micro cliffhangers flickered through their minds, each one whispering that a single wrong move could end them both. The air around them thickened with unspoken conflict. The Lightning's wings hummed under strain. The Delta Dart's engines roared like a warning. The world below grew smaller, quieter, as if holding its breath. And for a moment, Rowan wondered if he should simply dive away and end the stalemate. But retreat felt like surrender, and surrender felt like betrayal to his country, his crew, and the ideals he'd sworn to uphold. Then came the call, neither expected, a distress signal, faint, panicked, cracking through their radios like a plea from the sea itself. A British fishing vessel had lost power, drifting toward an offshore platform with families aboard. The winds pushed it relentlessly. There wasn't time for hesitation. Rowan's moral dilemma shattered in an instant. Marcus's doubt dissolved. Both men turned toward the beacon, not as rivals, but as aviators bound by a duty older than politics. Protect life. The rescue unfolded like a ballet of urgency and precision. Rowan skimmed low, guiding the vessel with his radio, steadying the captain's trembling voice. Marcus coordinated with an American helicopter crew already nearby, directing them through the stormy gusts with calm authority. They moved like a tide, coordinated, unstoppable. On the platform, workers gathered, watching in anxious silence until the helicopter lowered its harness. A single mother clung to her child as the wind clawed at them, and Marcus whispered encouragement she could not hear. Rowan held position overhead, defying the turbulence, willing every second to stretch long enough for her to reach safety. When the final passenger was lifted free, the tension broke like a fragile branch giving way. Applause erupted from the platform workers. Even the sea seemed to settle. Rowan exhaled for the first time in minutes. Marcus felt the weight of judgment lift, and in that fragile, fleeting calm, both men understood that the line between enemy and ally had never been as simple as flags and uniforms. No one would ever officially record what happened that morning. No medals, no headlines, just two pilots who made the right choice when it counted. Because courage isn't born from orders, it rises when humanity calls for it. And somewhere above the quiet sea, the sky felt gentle again, as if remembering why it was once called a ceiling of steel. Not to divide nations, but to shelter those brave enough to protect it. If this story moved you, share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more tales like this, and let me know what truths you took from Rowan and Marcus's impossible choice. Your voice keeps these stories alive. Watch till the end. The sky's secrets are just beginning.